everyone. Welcome to today's show. My name is Spenser Walsh. We thank you so much for joining us here today. We have a great show for you because not only do we have all the best and newest in music news, we also have a deep dive into what's going on with Elon Musk, Amanda Grimes, and Azalea Banks. The guide to Trump tweets. Giants pitcher Derek Holland is using Asian team staffer for a stale racist joke on MLB Network. We always have that one cringe tape of the day. We also have a lot more stories, including Rudy Giuliani saying some pretty dumb stuff about the American people would revolt. And we have all that stuff, as well as much more news and a lot more great music. So stay tuned. You're going to want to listen to this show today. Trust me. Really, really, really appreciate you being here. And yeah, once again, big thanks for you stopping by. All right, so yeah, we'll start with this. If President Donald Trump was impeached, the American people would revolt. President's lawyer, Rudy Giuliani, said in an interview with Sky News. Oh yeah? Maybe not all of them, but we'll see what he had to say. I know I wouldn't. No. All right, that's an ad. So yeah, we can't really do with that. But yeah, we'll get to that. And you would only impeach him for political reasons, and the American people would revolt against that. Said Giuliani Thursday. And I mean, I really do think that's a dumb thing to say. There's no doubt about that. That's a dumb thing to say, because if he's going to get impeached, it's going to be because he did some serious crimes. And ask Bill Clinton why he was impeached. Yeah, ask him why he was impeached. I'm sure he'd tell you it was for a crime. No, I'm kidding. It was kind of BS. And it was for way less than what Trump did here. So, all right, here is the CNN clip of the Rudy Giuliani clip. Let's take a listen.
Rated since Michael Cohen, the president's former attorney, implicated him in a crime earlier this week, saying that he directed him to make those payments to those two women who alleged that they had affairs with President Trump. And now Rudy Giuliani himself is weighing in, and here's what he had to say about all of this.
Hardly. I think it's inevitable that he won't. President Trump is completely cleared. You have this Cohen guy. He doesn't know anything about Russian collusion. Doesn't know about obstruction.
This Cohen guy, I love that.
Liar. If anything, it's turned very much in the president's favor. I think impeachment would be totally horrible. I mean, there's no reason. He didn't collude with the Russians. He didn't obstruct justice. Everything Cohen says has been disproved. You'd only impeach him for political reasons, and the American people would revolt against that. Thank you.
Yeah,
Rudy
political
Giuliani
reasons.
there on a golf course in Scotland.
He's at he's at Trump's golf course in Scotland. There, is what he was going to say there, and it's quite a very amusing situation. That he thinks that. I mean, he's probably the most delusional man in politics, right there alongside Donald Trump. That he thinks things have turned in Donald Trump's favor. Okay, yeah, I don't know. I don't exactly know about that. But it seems like Rudy Giuliani can't really get anything right for the president, which is a good thing for those who want to see President Trump impeached, which makes a lot of sense. So, all right. We're now going to get to our stories from today, and I do got to blast through a few quickly. So here's what we're going to start with. It's in the incredible story. I know it's a little bit old, but it's the incredible story of a three-way feud between Elon Musk, Azalea Banks, and the SEC, as well as Amanda Grimes. So we're going to play that all for you. So the saga of rapper Azalea Banks' entanglement with the tech impresario Elon Musk and musician Grimes, I think it's just Grimes, Musk's ex-girlfriend maybe at this point, grows longer each day. Banks was recently left wandering the billionaire's mansion because Grimes asked her to come to L.A. Now both the celebrity world and the stock market are reeling from the fallout. The story reads like Mad Libs, the Ringer reports. Unlike many celebrity squabbles, the implications of this extend beyond the frivolous. Wall Street is feeling the effects, and there's a related federal investigation coming down the pike. And one of the country's most important technology companies could find itself under new management. So we, as I'm sure you know, I personally have a lot of opinions on Elon Musk. I think this would be the perfect time to cover it because unfortunately I've not been able to cover it on the Newsflash recently. And how about I just go live and do an episode of the Spenser Walsh Show, and this will be my first story, and that's what I decided today. Beautiful. Yeah. So Elon Musk, he's the founder of he's the most famous of these three people. He's a co-founder of PayPal, as well as the founder and CEO of SpaceX, Tesla, and The Boring Company. He's occasionally referred to as a real-life Iron Man due to his ambitious capitalist drive and the fandom he's inspired, which is relatively ridiculous in my opinion, because pretty much all, he's a man of great ideas. That's all I'll give Elon Musk in his favor. Like if we had a train from LA to San Francisco or wherever he wants to make a train from, that'd be some pretty cool stuff. But I don't see any of it happening anytime soon. All I see is a bunch of cars that are very expensive, very cool, often have to get recalled and occasionally crash. Rockets that blow up more often than not, and don't really have a plan of doing much of anything anytime soon, and some flamethrowers. That's pretty much it. That's all I'm seeing right now from Elon Musk. That's the truth. Yeah, so Musk is known also by some details of his past relationships. He apparently told his first wife that he was the alpha in the marriage. He divorced, remarried, and re-divorced his second wife, Amber Heard, and most recently he was linked to Grimes, who was 17 years his junior, so classy relationship there. They broke up, and so he's a very weird fellow, to say the least. He's the alpha in the relationship. He's the alpha in every relationship, pretty much, that he steps into. So the 30-year-old singer-songwriter whose real name is Claire Boucher, I'm talking about Grimes now, is known for her eclectic music and creative visual style. She's a synth pop music, has received critical acclaim, and she's been involved in a number of high-profile collaborations, including tracks with Janelle Monáe and a potential upcoming single with Azalea Banks. So for example, Grimes got a tweet that said, is Azalea Banks' song still in the works? Well, I've started 4 beats for her now, LOL. She has to come to LA to finish. And in May, Grimes attended the Met Gala with Musk. She wore a necklace with the Tesla logo, so it's rapping for her man while she was still her man. His man, Elon Musk's, dating Elon Musk. Azalea Banks is known for her feuds and her talent. Like Grimes, she originally used MySpace as a platform for her music. She's outspoken on Twitter, where she endorsed Trump for president. Among her public fights are a near legal battle with Sarah Palin and anti-gay, racist, and anti-Muslim tweets directed at Zayn Malik. So let's take a look at that tweet. Some of those tweets there, just to give you an idea of what she's saying. And he just said a bunch of awful racist stuff to pretty much the former One Direction guy, Zayn Malik. And I just clicked on it for a second. I feel like I have to take a shower now, but called him a curry-scented bitch and all that. It's just I don't want to even repeat any more of it. So what is the dispute in question, you may wonder? As Banks tells it, Grimes invited the rapper to Musk's home in Bel Air to record a single. Once there, Banks was unable to ever meet with Grimes, who was busy consoling her boyfriend over an ill-advised tweet from days earlier. On August 7th, the tweet suggested that Musk would be taking Tesla private and that he secured funding to do so. This is an act of security. This may have been an act of security fraud, and is not good for Musk or Tesla. So pretty much what he did is he screwed up his whole company with one single tweet. He had a lot going for him. That was probably his biggest, most promising company, Tesla, and he pretty much took one of his Boring Company flamethrowers and took a big hose to it. Is pretty much what he did with that. He's now going to be under an SEC investigation. Probably nothing is going to come of it because he's Elon Musk and he is of a certain net worth, shall we say. So nothing really ever happens to those type of people. But there still is something incredibly stupid that he just did there. There's no doubt about that. Yeah. So how this information became public, you may wonder. So Banks' Instagram stories are a fountain of information. on that subject. On August 12th, Banks had posted to her story she was unable to pry Grimes away from Musk's meltdown and was being ignored in his home. So she was just sitting there in Elon Musk's presumably mansion while just chilling, waiting for Grimes to come out so that they could finish the song and the beat, the music they were going to try and make. But he was all just chilling. And they were she was chilling, and then Musk was like presumably very distraught, crying, whatever, I don't know. And then Grimes was calming him down while Banks was just sitting there, which is pretty crazy. So she unleashed her frustration by the unproductive weekend and her host in general. A series of text updates, which her followers took screenshots of and posted to Twitter. LOL, while I waited all weekend, this is one of them, while I waited all weekend, I waited around all weekend while Grimes coddled her boyfriend for being too stupid to know not to go on Twitter while on acid. She then had the nerve to go ghost and book me a first-class flight through Rock Nation as if she's big enough to send me out to LA. Ha! Should have stayed my ass in NYC. They invited me here to stay and told me I couldn't bring my boyfriend. LOL. It was probably some weird threesome section to begin with. Oh my gosh. Yeah, they're like, you can't bring your boyfriend. I mean, who knows? Honestly, with Elon Musk and these like rich tech billionaires, you never know what they're you never know what they're saying. You never know what's coming out. So yeah, here's the tweet storm. So it starts off by saying staying at Elon Musk's house has become like a real life episode of Get Out. She starts, LOL, while I waited all... We read that one already. I'm good, love, enjoy. That's how she finishes off. That's a great way to finish things off and make sure everyone knows you're all right. Yeah. So, and then there's more. Apparently, one Twitter user tweets out another message here. Azalea Banks, LOL, Elon Musk is better off hiring an escort. At least an escort would have kept her mouth shut about his business. He's got some dirty sneaker inbred out of the woods spear pussy meth head junkie running around town telling everyone everything about him, all because he needed to get a date to the Met Gala to hide his shrinking dick from Amber Heard. LOL. An effing rebound, a beta male who took steroids and got hair plugs to convince himself he was alpha. Damn. There's no reason that in this collab with Grimes, I know so much about Elon Musk. Grimes, I know so much about Elon Musk. Grimes is really an idiot. So that's just pretty much said it. Yeah, so she comes out to just do some business, finish up a song with Grimes, but she's dating Elon Musk, so he's gonna get a whole lot more. Yeah. Which is pretty incredible. So on August 21st, which is just 2 days ago, Banks surfaced screenshots of herself chatting with Grimes via Signal. Though it's unclear when the two were texting, it seems it was leading up to her at the beginning of the weekend that Banks ventured into Musk's house. So pretty much what he was saying, yeah, about this story here. So he's talking to Grimes on Signal, and he just got into weed because of me, and he's super entertained by 420. So when he decided to take the stock private, he calculated it was worth 419, so he rounded up to 420 for a laugh, and now the SEC is investigating for fraud. Cool. Well, that bodes well. That's literally a tweet. That's literally a text Grimes got from Azalea, or Grimes sent to Azalea Banks, and then Banks comes back. She's like, I'm like a very fierce protector of the children, and I can see them in the invisible world. What the hell? And then she responds, we need to find you a BF so we can be pregnant at the same time. So please listen to me and do your album, sober up, then get pregnant. Right, that's very weird. Like, this is just some creepy Hollywood type stuff. I don't know. Ugh, just give me the chills. Yeah, so the conversation suggests here that Grimes introduced Musk to weed, and he apparently thought it'd be funny to make a 420 joke. Like, he's a weird guy. He's a very weird guy. He's like Steve Jobs, but like really, really weird and doing a bunch of dumb stuff all at the same time.